Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11, and this is Kathy speaking. Welcome to The Messenger is Here. Let's see what messages the messenger brings us. And the messenger, of course, being Hermes, Mercury, who is retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius, and in a good aspect to Venus in Aquarius. So these could be loving messages. These could be messages concerning past business ventures. Could be with people who are not residing in the same country as you, with the an international based business. Could be for some of you, but Mercury is retrograde, so he is obviously taking us back to the past, so past conversations, situations concerning contracts, business, anything to do with the law. We could have some good news today. And what Spirit is telling us through the stars is, let's not rush. Remember, Mars is retrograde. Mars is retrograde through the sign of Leo. Here it is. And I'm just going to show you a quick peek. There you go. There's Mercury in Sag in a good aspect to Venus. And this is what I wanted to focus on. This is on the 12th of December. Venus is now at the 3rd, 4th degree, and Mars is at the 6th degree. So they're already opposing each other. So we've got the lovers in opposition to each other. It's like a full moon aspect, let's say. But Mercury is in good aspect to Mars, so whatever we're trying to manifest and create, which has got to do with the past, because remember, Leo is also, it's leadership, it's confidence, it's creativity, it's inspiration, and it's a risk that's taken. So we've got a good flow of energy concerning the fire signs, of course. Fire and air signs are receiving this blessing. Now, it's the fixed signs or the fixed areas of your chart where Venus in Aquarius is going to oppose Mars, and they're going to oppose in 2 days. They're going to be exact on the 12th of the month at the 6th degree, which is where they started off their cycle back in February of this year. So I want to see because Venus is not only love, she's money, she's peace, she's tranquility, she's pleasures. Mars is, the fighter. Mars is our action, our energy. And also, what we strive and what we're driven to do. There's an opposition, which is like a bit of a tug of war. And Mars can speak to where we put our energy and where we feel confident. Remember, Mars rules Aries. So, and Scorpio. So we could be going through changes at this time. And we've got a difficult aspect over to the Sun, from Venus over to the Sun. So the Sun is clarity. The Sun speaks to healing, and the Sun moving through Sag is like the Sun is showing us. Maybe we need to have more of an open mind. We need to think big, right? Possibly. Or even possibly not fear in looking at other people's perspective and not getting so dogmatic on our own beliefs and what we think to be true. And anything to do with the law as well could be shown to you, something to do with the law or the expanded. We're going to have the expanded vision of what this opposition is concerning, I would say. And that might put us in a bit of a doozy with a half square aspect. It's not easy, but the Sun always brings the truth. Remember, my dear friends. So the Moon is in the now, transiting through Aries and about to conjoin with Chiron, and Chiron is that open wound. Remember, it's Chiron is a centaur, is a centaur in mythology, and we're going to be taking the mythic oracle. We're going to be taking a message from the gods to see what the messenger brings us today. And remember, Mercury can also speak to not only communication, but anything to do with youth, the children. Just as I started, lovely, just as I started recording, someone's doing some work in the back, and like I get that hammer energy. So someone sort of banging on our door and saying, listen, listen, or even things going on through our mind could be feeling like a hammer to our head and our thoughts. Maybe we're trying to hammer something of logic in someone's head, someone that we may be dealing with, because Mercury is also logic and how we perceive things. Someone needs to see the bigger picture. Let's see, what does the messenger bring us today? What is the Karma Dharma? We've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about movement, transition, deciding to, take that chariot to leave any dilemmas and the inability to move forward. This could speak to transition, change, movement, travel, deciding to move forward, deciding to put all our energy facing, our goals. Cancer, remember, is the moon, and the moon will be transitioning through Cancer in about 3-4 days. Maybe that's when something relative to the past comes up. Could be relative to where we reside, anything to do with the home, with a mother, with your mother, with emotional and financial security, anything to do with travel as well, short distance or even long distance. Cancer speaks to the memory, to that, those deep-rooted memories from past lifetimes, as well as from our roots and our heritage. Something could be coming up at this time. We know the charioteer is driven towards his goals. Remember, the stars are above him, and the stars do speak to the future, but they also speak to a wish fulfillment or needing to see things from a high perspective, which is Aquarius, it's the sky. So let's see what's coming through. This could also be any messages coming through from social media, from a group that you're associating yourself with. A possible wish fulfillment as well, that things are now moving, because goodness me, they've been stuck. Mercury still retrograde for another, today is the 10th of December, for another 5 days. Give it 7 days for Mercury to start moving forward. That's when all the messages and things will start to come through. Let's see what does Spirit want us to know today? What is the message? What is the general message? Because we're reading messages, general messages for everyone. We've got the Devil, so yes, this does speak to the past. It also speaks to the limitations and blockages. Capricorn comes through. This could speak to addictive behaviors, and look at the strings that is pulling on someone's head. I was talking about that. So, like that hammer pounding in someone's head. I mean, the Devil speaks to, attraction, magnetism, cycles, unhealthy situations. Someone having, how can I say it? Having power over someone's mind. So mind games come up here with the Devil. This could also be a situation that's coming through that someone doesn't want to look at. it's too costly for them. It hurts too much. It makes them lose their marbles, which does bring up a lot. For me, it brings up Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, which is on the asteroid of commitment and marriage and contracts. But Lilith is she's actually in Scorpio, and she's in good aspect to Saturn, and but she's conjoining with Juno, who is the asteroid of commitment, marriage, and even motherhood. And she will be retrograding through Scorpio. So check out the area of Scorpio in your chart, because that's got a lot to do with change. Remember, change, death, metamorphosis. But Lilith, which is that dark side of Venus, is retrograde. So again, past situations being looked at, karmic situations, maybe a sense of injustice and someone feeling disrespected. There's something to do with stuck energies, and remember, this is Kronos. Kronos does speak to karma, but also speaks to blockages, limitations, the law, and he's also the taskmaster, which is asking that we do the work, as we're still in a lot of retrogrades. Oh my goodness, talk about mind games with the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Someone is fearing the worst. I get the goosebumps as I say that. So air comes through very strongly. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. I do apologize about that noise, but it's not something that I can help. Nine of Swords is someone not sleeping and having nightmares, fearing the worst. Two of Wands, being on the inside looking out, like someone feels stuck, imprisoned in a situation, stuck in a difficult situation, in a karmic situation, and they're wanting to move. It could be a family situation, could be a work situation, right? And there are difficult choices, dilemmas here with that Two of Wands, which is, I don't know whether to stay or whether to move. I don't know whether to take one route or the other route. But the advice here is follow your heart. Maybe go into your heart at this time and let Mercury turn direct, because with Mercury retrograde, it's bringing lots of bad memories, lots of bad wounding, and maybe even addictive behaviors. Fear comes through very strongly here. A fear of making a choice, a fear of breaking free from a situation, or breaking out, breaking free. Someone's been stuck in a situation, they're hoping to transition and move. It could be a literal move or just a metaphorical. Let's see what else. We've got the King of Cups, so it could be emotional issues. We do have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Could be an emotional situation. This could also be someone that is, because of difficult situations, falling back into an unhealthy cycle of addictive behavior. It could be psychological issues, it could be physical issues where there's addictive behaviors here. So either drinking or taking some sort of substance that is unhealthy. King of Cups is someone that usually their emotions are very fluctuating. Now, we don't read reversals, so King of Cups is usually open to love, or has gone through a maturing process, an emotional maturing process, but is someone that has gone through and has matured, because we've also got Capricorn here, which is, it's the elder, it's the wiser. Let's see, because obviously where emotions and creativity, anything creative is concerned. This king, we've got a king here, so they've come to the end of the route where they hold the experience, and the knowledge, obviously, the know-how. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a Queen of Pentacles, so we've got Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We've got two recessive signs, so water and earth, that together they make mud, so it could feel a little bit heavy right now. But with water and earth, we can also start to build. Queen of Pentacles, mother, banker, dependable, responsible, someone that's quite grounded, someone that is slow in movement, someone that needs to be certain before they move forward. Remember, queens are all about knowledge. Kings are the experience, the highest of the pit cards. So this can speak to anything creative, but also a love connection, where there could be this could be a secret love affair. It could be because we've got the devil, which usually does speak to things that are unhealthy and third parties, surely. This could also speak to, because the devil is Capricorn, so it could speak to responsibilities, whether it's with work, whether it's emotional, practical and physical responsibilities that are a heavy burden on this King of Cups, on this divine masculine. This divine feminine also is a worrywart, so, well, I know Virgo is more of a worrywart, but we do have Capricorn here. And it could be that the choice, could be that this King of Cups is worried if this Queen of Pentacles has got a choice, is between two people, two situations. This King of Cups could be worried about choices that this Queen of Pentacles will be making, because remember, she's got her feet on the ground, whereas the King of Cups is more about, water flows. Water is unstable. It could be very interchangeable, of course, even though for me it's more Scorpio energy, which is fixed. So and Scorpio is also poisons, remember, poisons, or those skeletons in the closet. This could be fear of, because the devil does speak to a strong physical attraction as well, but can also, to me, it's like the memories of a past lifetime relative to this King of Cups that are coming up to haunt him. And this Queen of Pentacles has got something to do with that. Is like she's like triggering something in this King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles is usually someone that is a spouse, someone that is a mother. She is a mother, she is a spouse many times. Let's see. These could be issues relative to business and money. Not enough money coming in, things that are blocked as well, where someone's been very creative, they've worked very hard. It could be this King of Cups. And a divine feminine, a female, has got a lot to do with the possible blockages. Because, she could be someone that is a manager at a bank, in a bank, let's say. So this could be worry about an agreement or some sort of a loan, an approval on a loan or something like that. And it could involve property, a house, a business, whatever. Let's see. We've got the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups we know is a soulmate connection. It does bring up the memory, the nostalgia of the past, past cycles, a past cycle, a past lifetime between these two. So we see that the divine masculine is more emotional in this situation, maybe fearing being open emotionally. Queen of Pentacles is more what you see is what you get. And I need to be certain, I need the security, or she can offer the security to this King of Cups, or this is what she's asking for. Now, there could be children involved here as well, because the Six of Cups, of course, does speak to children. And I don't know, we see the dogs, so friendship and loyalties could also be at stake here. I want to take a couple more cards on that Six of Cups. We've got the Nine of Cups, a lot of water. And we've got the King of Pentacles. My goodness. My goodness. So this can be a love triangle, as we've got 2 divine masculine and 1 divine feminine. I did speak to fears from this King of Cups that this queen is either two-timing or that they will be the chosen one. Now, this could be the same person, because naturally this would be more Taurus, King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, but we've got Taurus and Scorpio, so it could be the same person. So we've got, logically, because if the Queen of Pentacles is asking for security, we see the divine masculine holding that Ace of Pentacles. Logically, they would be parents, and they would be, I don't know if they come from the same family. What I see here is that they've got their backs turned to each other at this time. So we see the Queen of Pentacles facing the past. King of Cups is facing the now. So I see a lot of worries, a lot of nightmares relative to the now. But I feel as though that their fears are unfounded, because we've got the Nine of Cups here. Even though the Nine of Cups could say, yes, they're going overboard, they're drinking a lot of Pisces energy here as well. But it is a wish card, and the Nine of Cups many times is one of the best cards in the tarot. And we see this woman, it looks like she's ready to jump off that cliff, even though it's not a cliff, and she was standing on the glory box, on a trunk full of gold. So money could be playing a major role in this reading, but we see that she's taking that leap of faith into the unknown. It does remind me very much of the Fool card. So maybe overcoming any fears, and we've got a couple of nines here. Nine. I don't know if it's pointing back to September, something happening in the 9th month. Maybe the 9th of January, maybe yesterday, the 9th of December now as well. King of Pentacles can offer something long-term, security, support. So, as I said, Queen of Pentacles is facing the past still, and she's got a lot of worries. She's not sleeping well, and she needs to make a choice, more than likely, because she's imprisoned in a certain situation. She's bound by something and isn't certain about what she's going to do, and it may involve long-distance travel, long-distance relationships. Why? Because we see the World card here. The Two of Wands is very Sagittarian energy. So change of state, so transition, movement towards another state. Could be because we've got the Chariot, we've got a little van here. Or long-distance travel. What does this King of Pentacles, what do they offer? What's on offer here? We've got the Eight of Wands. This could also be an invitation to a get-together, to a meeting, but also to visit, because Eight of Wands, of course, could be Cupid's love messages and arrows, but they also speak to like hitting the target, aiming for something that this King of Pentacles desires. Eight of Wands is, this could be also communication, Because 8, remember, is the infinity symbol. Something hasn't changed. You're revisiting. Something is like never ending here. And what is that never ending? This passion, this desire to build a home together, to build a business together, to revisit the past, to remake memories. This is what's being wished here, because remember, King of Cups is more the imagination, the emotion, whereas King of Pentacles is more the practical, the reality. 8 of Wands, transition, movement, quick energy, communication coming in. We've got the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups, of course, can involve other people, but it can also speak to possible reconciliation. This does speak to a tribe, to friendship, to a get-together. Let's get together. Let's get out, have a drink. It could involve family ties as well for me. So a family get-together. These could be all siblings, let's say. They could be siblings for some of you. Or this could be just a business partnership where there's 3 people here in some cases for you. 6 of Pentacles, karma, what goes around comes around. This is a payback. This is equality. Remember, 6 of Pentacles is a payout. It's paying up. It's receiving. It's got to do with law and anything to do with Libra, so balance and harmony and a return. Wow. And we've got a Page of Pentacles. So it could be a message that comes through, my dear friends. A message of something that is promised to grow in the future. Let's see where the psyche is concerned. What's coming through in the now. A return. We've got to return the first card back. So we've got someone that's wanting to come back, to return to a certain situation. It could be a Scorpio, but this return is going to bring a release. It could be of any poison or any fears or anything karmic, possibly also secrets. We've got the card Unawakened. So we'll see. Maybe this is saying that someone is returning. Even though they're not fully awake about the situation, but something's going to happen. There's going to be a release. Maybe because if someone is returning and they fear that there's someone else blocking them. So if this was a love triangle, let's say, maybe, as I said, this Queen of Pentacles could be going through some release, and the Divine Masculine that's returning is unawakened to that, unaware of that. But we've got the Big Dreams card here, which is, remember, it's that dreamy vision, it's the wish fulfillment, it's that imagination which really doesn't have a foot to stand on. It's like a reality, a possibility of a dream turning into reality, but there needs to be some sort of release, whether it's fear or a particular situation or a particular individual, for this dream to manifest. Yes, and this card does speak to Saturn to me, and a return to a particular cycle, just like with the Devil, but there's a gift here. She's holding a rose, so there's a surprise in this return of this cycle, this time. We've got family, so there's the ability to build on family. There's support from family. There's something to do with family ties, family matters here for sure. And we've got an open book, so a lot of information coming through, plus having learnt many lessons. Maybe someone that was keeping a lot of secrets, maybe even sharing their fears, or the dilemmas that they've been through. We've got fall here. Fall, we're in the fall season. Fall winter season still in the northern hemisphere. But the fall can also speak to like someone being in solitude, to me. But it shows the pumpkin, so it does remind me coming up to Christmas as well. So this book is going to open. There are some teachings about someone going through a separation and a heartbreak. And there were barriers pertaining to happiness, to someone's happiness. And we've got the divine masculine going through an awakening, but they still need to have some sort of a release of the poison, a release of the fears, and an openness. Let's take 3 Lenormand. Wow. Let's take 3 Lenormand. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It does help the channel a lot. I want to take 1 Lenormand on this King of Cups. First of all, on the Devil. Yeah, a heavy burden. This is the Cross. And this could be heavy responsibilities, because it's the 6 of Wands. Heavy responsibilities with someone's business, or someone that's quite egotistical, holds a position of power, but they also have some karma that they're working through. There could also be a lot of ego. This could be someone that's quite successful in their life, but let's see what's going on in their emotional life. Let's look at the King of Cups. We've got lots of worries. Yes, the anchor. So them going through a humbling time, lots of sleepless nights, a lot of heaviness due to responsibilities. It could also be them being in a contract. I don't know if it's a business or a marriage contract. Let's have a look at the Queen. Let's have a look at the Queen of Pentacles. So this king also may have strong fire or air in their chart. 9 of Cups falls on the Queen. It's a brand new cycle, possible movement, travel, lots of messages coming in that speak to transition, change, and a new cycle. And this is like a wish fulfillment for her. There's an ace on her. She's got an ace up her sleeve. She's due for a wish. Let's see what this 6 of Cups is about. What is this nostalgia? What is this nostalgia about? We've got the Star and 6 of Cups on the 6 of Cups. Unbelievable. This is a message that's coming through social media. It's the stars. So this emotional message that's coming in, this communication, this emotional balance that's coming in, it is from someone from the past, possibly someone that was physically at a distance or at a timely distance from giving you this emotional happiness, because the Star speaks to progression towards goals, and because, of course, this could also be a wish fulfillment for a particular child of what's going on right now. Could be in the Aquarius season as well, that there could be a return then, or that's when. We've got 2 wish cards here. Incredible. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles. And remember, this could also be a message that comes through from social media. The sky's the limit with this wish fulfillment. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles. Yep. This person may have strong water. Remember what I said, because we've got the clouds here. So it could be the same person for some of you. But there were a lot of things that were unclear, either for this King of Pentacles, or they were very unclear for this Queen of Pentacles. The clouds are doubts, dilemmas, of course. And possibly also because this king could also, they've got earth, but they could also have fire and air in their chart. Let's see, because this person could be a leader. This could be, a leader What I mean by that as being someone very creative, very passionate, but also someone that does not show their emotions easily. Let's take one more on that. We've got the fox. And the fox, there's some sort of secrecy, or this person is trying to manage a situation, or creeping in on you, or dealing with another sneaky person, and therefore they're not open and truthful with you fully, or whatever's going on with them and in their worrisome life, let's say, because they are carrying a heavy burden. We've got another 9 here, 9 of wands, 9 of swords, all these 9s, 9 of cups. The 9 is showing up very strongly. But there's tact and there's intelligence here. I want to take one more because it's really giving, it's really making me feel a little bit lost what this fox is about, and the clouds. And we've got the whip. And the whip can also be anger, objection, anything legal that they're not telling you about, because it's the number 11. It's like Libra. Let's see what these 8 of wands speak to. We've got the lucky clover, and this is the 6 of pentacles. It's the return. So yes, there could be something legal that's going on with this king. They could be possibly going through separation or divorce, or anything to do with business. So there's been a lot of illusion or deception towards this king or from this king, if they're dealing with others, or even where this Queen of Pentacles is concerned. One more card on this King of Cups and the Anchor. And we've got the dilemma. There's the dilemma, and it is relative to the Queen of Pentacles. That's the Queen of Pentacles. So they've also got a dilemma relative to this Queen of Pentacles and what she is, who she is. They may also have issues with travel and not being able to get away. What's at the foundation? We've got the Lily. All the kings nearly have come out. So we've got a lot of maturing energies. Protection. There's protection here. Remember, the Lily does speak to Mother Mary energies. It speaks to ethics and morality. A very strong sexual passion and connection. A spiritual connection. There's the divine feminine, who is... she is evident here energetically. We've got the ring beneath her, so I don't know if she's in another marriage, another commitment, or this is another cycle that she's going through. Remember the cycles here, which does speak to family. Anyway, we do have chance of reconciliation, but there are double messages here as well. So we've got the 9 of Cups twice. We've got the 6 of Pentacles twice. We've got the Queen of Pentacles twice. We've got the 6 of Cups twice. They're repeating messages to me, which say that they're very significant messages. So remember, there's a return. There's something about support as well. Maybe, I mean, the family also speaks to a possible dealings with a family situation, whether it's someone coming out of a past family situation or into another. But also support from family members, from people you would call your family as well. But there could also be fights, objections, and oppositions, because this King of Pentacles could be doing something that's quite sneaky, something that this Queen may not like. That's why she's got her back turned. Either that, or this King is dealing with others that could be sneaky. They could be dealing with anything legal that they may be communicating. Now, we've got the clover, the lucky clover here. So we've got 3 lucky cards here. There are opportunities for wish fulfillment, because we didn't only have the 9 of Cups twice. We've also got the Star card here. So, my dear friends, lots of opportunities here for wish fulfillments. Let's see what the gods want to advise. In mythology, we would say that Zeus is here. Juno is here, Zeus and his wife Juno, and we've also got Neptune, the god of the sea, is the king of cups, right? So we know that Jupiter and Neptune were brothers. Let's see what comes through from the gods. Remember Saturn, who is the lord of karma and timing and difficult lessons, is in the sign of Pisces, where Neptune is. So god Poseidon is there, right? So Kronos and Poseidon, god Neptune, they're in the same sign in Pisces. This will give us the opportunity, this will give us the opportunity to start to build on a dream, on a vision, or we need to see things more realistically, and something that cannot materialize. We need to know that so that we could put a full stop there and move forward, because Neptune, the god of the seas, he can be very elusive, very confusing. Dear Spirit, please, gods, advise of what is the important message that we need to know at this time. And we've got Perseus and courage, and Medusa is here. Remember, Perseus beheaded Medusa. So Medusa is Algol, which is the beautiful goddess that was she was raped by Neptune in the palace of Athena, and therefore she was punished in having her being turned into a gorgon. So very ugly and treacherous, and she had a head full of snakes, and obviously whoever would look at her would turn into stone. They would lose their life. So remember the release of the toxicity, because Medusa was beheaded. So the head means leadership and thoughts, dark thoughts, because the Nine of Swords, which is shown up twice, does speak to Medusa. Remember that Uranus has connected through Taurus with our goal Medusa and is retrograding. So Uranus is going to return and touch on Medusa. Medusa, our goal, is roughly at the 26th degree, and that will not happen until next year, early next year. But that 26th, 27th degree where Algol is, that's the weakest link relative to Uranus. That's the degree that he's very weak. So we're expecting some worries, possibly until then, until that finishes, because that will be obviously the last time that Uranus, logically, Uranus should touch on Algol. But Perseus, remember, went in and he used his intelligence, his tact, which is like the fox here, right? And he, with his shield, he mirrored, without looking straight at her, he mirrored back at her, and then he slit her throat and beheaded her. So Perseus is talking about, cutting away those dark thoughts, those poisonous thoughts, even slaying the dragon of those who hold the power and use it for ill reasons, for negative and unhealthy or karmic or power, whatever they're using that for. They need to be beheaded. So once the dragon is slayed, there are no more fears, no more dark thoughts. And because Uranus and Algol, they are in Taurus, which speaks to stability, with financial stability, with self-worth, with a feel-good situation. Remember that Taurus is the second natural house, which also speaks to our resources, what we own in the bank, what we have in the bank, the land we own, whether we're respected or not, right? Also self-respect and self-love would be Taurus. So let's quickly read the message. Number 45, which equals another 9. Again, number 9 comes through. 9 is, we know, the ending of a cycle, right? 45, that could also be an age or just a very important number for you. Could be a house number. Let's see. I will read the message, not the myth. So Medusa represents, the message. Medusa is here to remind you of the power that springs forth when you tear off the masks that hide your deepest fears. Those fears cease to be monsters and become magical creatures of inspiration. If you have drawn this card today, you may be experiencing fear to some area of your life that is keeping you paralyzed and unable to make forward progress. The only way to defeat these fears is to use a mirror. Face your fears and they will spring forth as new life from within you. Now that mirror to me says that you and the person that's on your mind, you're mirroring each other, so you possibly hold the same fears. Excuse me. Fear does not magically vanish because our mind tells it to. Feeling will follow action. It may be necessary to understand where your fear is coming from and why it is not productive to hold on to it. Ultimately, we all have to face our fears, feel frightened, and move forward anyway, for only then can we truly begin to allow new feelings and outcomes into our lives. Take action now, regardless of your fears, and life will open up to you. Remember what I said about this 9 of Cups, that she is taking that leap of faith. She's just like, she knows, just like the Fool, she knows that Spirit has her back. Also, lastly, before I go, we do have Mercury retrograding through Sagittarius and in a very positive, it's the Sun actually, in a very positive aspect to Chiron. And Chiron has been at that 19th degree for quite some time. By the time you receive this reading, the moon will be on Chiron, and the moon can be those deeper psychological fears, the fears in our psyche, right? And in our ancestral heritage lifeline, fears that stem from our mother, from a past lifetime. But you see, the sun does bring the clarity and healing. So the sun speaks to healing. And remember that trines are the hand of Spirit, which will give us opportunities, even though we don't have to do anything, but maybe, step into the archetypal energy of Perseus and be courageous. Remember, the sun also speaks to courage because it rules Leo, and Leo is confidence, it's leadership, it's creativity, it's creating that seed, starting that business, knowing that we are worthy, even through taking a risk. Leo does speak to matters of heart. It could be anything involving that seed or anything to do with children, that inner child as well. So today, be courageous. Take that leap of faith. Don't let that Gorgon monster keep you paralyzed, okay? And that message is for you and possibly the person that you are thinking about. So much love. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting with us here, and I will be back. Thank you so much. Love and light. Wishing you all well. Thank you.